it's changed my life, and I do not mean to be dramatic. We got into some interesting conversations. It was the darkest year. It's funny, I kind of like don't remember myself before then. Absolutely the best thing I did. We were just so much more chill, and it's a vibe. It feels good.
Be like a little YouTube secret.
What's with this like always pushing, trying to get in the future? It is an extreme thing that can actually really fuck up your life. Hey, me and Ellie have cycling, and it's just one of those days on our cycle. I actually am using this new app called Stardust, and it tells you your cycle and the moon. I'm in the luteal stage, and it literally says, how many times did you snooze your alarm today? If it was less than 5, you deserve a medal because your hormones. So we can blame our hormones today, Ellie.
Thank God.
Because me and Ellie are both feeling quite exhausted. So amazing.
You have a reason to feel exhausted though. We just can't tell them.
I was just about to say it. Should we just tell them?
You can tell them if you want. Be like a little YouTube secret.
Yeah, the new year, NH is doing a workout challenge, a free workout challenge, and your girl is really putting in the work for it. That's all I've got to say for you guys. I'm exhausted.
It's been a lot.
It's been a lot. Yeah.
But you've been doing so well.
And also, that's just what you got to do.
It was your idea, so you've got to follow through.
It was my idea, so that's great.
Welcome back. I was like, what month is it? It's October still.
I thought it was November.
So did I.
First of all, of course, we want to say a big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. You guys know we bloody love Squarespace. If you don't know, Squarespace is a platform, and they also do domains where you get your part of the internet. So my first website was on Squarespace. So good for online downloads. I cannot. My blog and everything like that. And then I've got Elle on the train, and she is recently doing all her things. Have you got any updates for us?
I'm trying to remember. I don't think I have any updates in terms of the website pages. I've just got my 3, I've got my services, my mailing list. However, I have been utilising the mailing list.
Tell us more.
Using the Squarespace email templates to send out emails. So it's all in the one platform.
Love. So you just... You know, so Elle is like, okay, I want to send out an email to my people and let them know about a live call on Friday, all about social media management, chuck in some photos, templates, send. Is that it?
Literally, that's it. Because it's all collected in Squarespace on my website, and then I just click the list and send it to everyone.
Amazing.
It's been so good.
That's how easy it is, guys. Make sure you check out Squarespace if you want to have your own website or domain. Like I say, every single video, it's so important to have a little part of your internet that the algorithm doesn't own, like Instagram or TikTok, and your people get to know exactly what you do, what you put out. And yeah, it's like your little part of the internet that you own. Do you kind of get the vibe now?
Yeah. Love it. It feels like, because you can, it's a free for all. You can put whatever you want on there.
You can do whatever you want.
There's no rules. No rules on the website. You can do it. Yeah.
And I'm so proud of you with your little part on the internet.
Thank you. And yeah, very easy, very accessible, affordable as well. Love it.
Of course, I do have a discount code if you guys do want to sign up. We'll put it here in the description. But should we get into G's journey? G's Journal October.
G's Journal
I actually don't even know what we're going through today. It's my favourite part about G's Journal is like Ellie asks me the questions and I just have to be very...
Yeah, very on the ball.
Yeah.
Busy Gal Summit was at the start of this month.
Oh.
And it was...
Sweet girl.
I'm emotional. It was so good. It was so good. It was so good.
Oh my god, yeah, that does feel like... No, it does feel like this month.
Yeah.
It just... I can feel we're at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Yes, so we launched our brand new product, Busy Gal All-in-One Shake. And this was a really exciting launch for us because it was a product that is it's a completely new category, which is basically a complete balanced macronutrient profile of proteins, carbs, and fats that is recommended for a female's bodies plus the micronutrients. So like zinc, calcium, vitamin D, all the good things, folate, like things specific for females. And it comes in the shake. It's just for those moments where you would have otherwise skipped a meal or gone for something like not so balanced, and you need it to be balanced because you're like focusing on a meeting or like you need to feel your best. Some great examples is like a morning when I wake up at 4:30, I go to gym, and then I have to get Ivy ready. Well, I don't have to. I like to get her ready, spend some time with her in the morning, get her ready for daycare, drop her to daycare, and then I've got a meeting straight away. I'll have my busy gal to get me through, and I know it's like that complete profile compared to an almond croissant and an iced latte, which is completely fine. But if I'm going into an important meeting, I probably don't want my blood sugar levels at that point. Even the other day, I took it on the airplane.
Yes.
Because as we know, there is no gluten-free food on airplanes. Like
the snacks are never gluten-free.
No, just not the vibe. And so it was like a weird in-between flight. Like it was like 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. and I hadn't had much lunch, so I was like, I'll just take a busy girl, and I had it on the flight, and it was like perfect, kept me full, and then I was like so ready for dinner. We're all really, really busy humans, and of course, it's such a privilege to have a full prepped meal that's like healthy and got all your things in it. It's actually such a privilege to have that, and we are just very realistic where we're like, we know that doesn't happen all the time. It's just like why we make greens powder. Obviously you're meant to get your vitamins and minerals from your vegetables, but we know that doesn't always happen, so we have a greens powder for you. So it's for those moments, and very proud we had an event to launch it in Sydney.
That was incredible. How did you feel? Like 3 words to describe the event for people that weren't there. What was the feeling? Because I remember I had the best time and got so much out of it.
I would say inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
This is a double word, but like cup filling.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, I'm going to change that. Wholesome.
Yeah, wholesome.
What's the word when you like meet new people and you like it?
Aligned people?
Yeah.
Aligned community?
Yeah.
It's 2 words, but
that's just the vibe. What
Yeah.
would you say your 3 words are?
I would say definitely inspiring. That's a big one from, literally everyone that spoke on the panel, and then even people that, were there attending. Fulfilling. I feel like that's similar to cup filling, sorry. And then also I'm trying to think if, I guess, humbling. Like it was very relatable, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Because everyone is, while they were inspiring, everyone related on the same thing of being busy and at one point struggling to prioritize their wellness.
Yeah.
And their sort of story was about how they overcame that. And I'm like, we're all the same. Like we all struggle with that at some point.
So yeah, it was incredible. It was a morning event, so we had breakfast together. It was really good. We had these like mocktails that were like our greens and collagen, and it was like really on brand, obviously. And then we had this beautiful panel who like Ellie said, spoke about how they're all busy, incredible women, but how they prioritize their health in busy times, and how maybe they didn't at one point and how they do now. It was so incredible to meet our Sydney community. We had the NHCO there, of course, and then of course like our ambassadors, and it was just like a really beautiful morning. And then I guess like from a business perspective, me and Ellie were saying it also just felt like very next level for Naked Harvest, because we had a PR company. That's Ivy downstairs. Daddy. I'm coming. We had a PR company like come in, and all previous NH events, like we have done it all ourselves, and so it's quite stressful running an event and then also being the host of the event. It's an interesting vibe. So we literally got there, everything was set up, someone else was like running the event and organizing it. Shout out to Hive HQ and Jessie, they're amazing, and her team. So we literally got there, didn't have to lift a finger. I could just be in my energy. I got to talk to everyone. I got to have breakfast. Like I wasn't like racing around. Obviously Ellie probably different experience because you were
I did get
working.
to sit down and eat brekkie with you.
Oh yeah,
we did
perfect.
get all the content as well. So
yes.
we ticked both boxes.
So that was just like such a wholesome, beautiful morning, and yeah, it was incredible.
So something I wanted to bring in that I feel like you have changed or gone about differently this month is your schedule and I guess your family time and your buckets, I would say. Because I remember specifically this one week where you just moved everything in the calendar down really like way later than usual, past like 9, 10 a.m. in the morning. And I was like, okay, I'll observe. That then ended up making a lot of sense because I feel like you're really enjoying that change. And tell me why. What pulled you to do that?
First of all, great pickup.
I was like getting all these
email notifications.
the Google invites like
Yeah.
all changing. I'm like, what is she doing?
There's so many, the team would have got them too. Yeah, so basically Ivy's at this really beautiful age where I am just enjoying our morning time so much. And she's just so like happy and fun in the morning, and she has a lot of energy, and her nap has been pushed out to like 10:30. So usually she's got to go to bed at like, you know, it was like 8:30, 9:30, and it's been pushed out. And just like the other day, I caught myself thinking, oh my god, I love Ivy so much in the morning, on the weekends this is. I wish I could spend more time with her like in the mornings. And then I was like, I'm literally my own boss. Why don't I just do this? And even something really special we do is like go and get breakfast as a family. We just like really enjoy it. It's like a vibe. So I was like, well, why don't I just have more options during my week to do this? Because I absolutely can change my calendar, and I'm usually very rigid with my routine and calendar, and I have to be to like complete all my things that I need to in both my businesses. But I just had a moment where I was like, hang on a minute, and am I actually utilizing my time best here? So yeah, I've just like dragged all my meetings, and it's just sometimes I still get in the office at 7:30, you know, and then it's great because I also just have some fucking time.
Some space.
Oh, some space. But then sometimes I'm like, Tim, you know, I've got a free morning. Do you guys want to go to Custard Canteen?
Your favorite place.
And yeah, and it's just been like really nice to have that option. Or I'm like, oh cool, I don't have a meeting. I'm going to go to the beach and do some journaling and go to coffee. That actually hasn't happened very often. But that was the idea and thinking. So that's what I'm trying to move into, because something that really holds me back personally is I get in this like pattern where I'm like, things have to be a certain way. This routine works, so I have to be in this routine forever. And so I've been giving myself a lot of grace with like moving things around, doing different sorts of exercise, and like easing into my morning a bit more, because I absolutely am obsessed my Saturdays and Sundays, and that's just because I love the morning routine so much. You know, I finish a tiny bit later, but we make it work. So that's been a cool change, but that's why.
I thought so. I saw you going to Custard Canteen a bit, and I was like, I think this is why, because you just love the mornings together.
Yeah. Also, I have come to a couple of realizations of I am great at prioritizing Ivy and family, and I have put in so many boundaries, but I can always do it more, and I can lean into it more.
Yeah.
So I'm always challenging myself on that, because like my new belief that I'm absolutely leaning into is like, I can have it all. I can have the thriving career and, you know, the business that is constantly moving forward, and I also can have this like really beautiful, precious family time. And so I'm always like, oh, where can I lean into that a tiny bit?
I love that. Your businesses are going to keep propelling forward. Like, there's enough people on your side, in your team, but like Ivy will never be this young again, this age again, and like that's really special that you can choose to make more time.
And even like, for example, if it does, you know, have to be that the business moves that tiny bit slower, but I get to spend more time with Ivy and she'll never be this age again, I'm like, cool.
Yeah,
I love that. What's with this like always pushing, trying to get in the future and like not living in the now? And that's just something I'm so guilty of. So I'm like trying to be more in the now and utilizing the now. Have you noticed I've like slowed down a bit?
Yeah, You've been more chill.
So chill.
Yeah.
I have been doing like a lot of work with my mind body coach, and maybe we can talk about that in November. Because obviously very personal, but I'm happy to open up that we have been doing a lot of things. We've been doing like tapping and certain things on beliefs, and that's the biggest thing Tim reflected to me. He's like, you're just so much more chill, and it's a vibe. It feels good.
You told me that, it's literally coming up to 2 years since you had your breast implants removed. Tell us how
Is it 2 or 3 years?
Oh my god, have we been saying 2 this whole time?
I've got a feeling it's 3.
Oh my god, it would be 3 because Ivy's 2.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we've been saying 2 this whole time. I didn't even realise that. Of course it would be 3.
2.
Anyway. 3 years ago, you had your breast implants out. I'm sure so many people probably would remember that because you vlogged about it at the time.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I have a YouTube on it, which we'll link in the description if you want to go in depth. But yeah, it has been 3 years. And it's funny, I kind of like don't remember myself before then, but that was just absolutely the best thing I did, because in the year leading up to that, oh my god, it was the darkest year with my health, and just that feeling of not knowing why you're so sick and not healthy all the time when you're such a healthy person is like, it's like gaslighting yourself.
Yeah.
It's a really unique feeling, and it's a really hard feeling, and I felt like that the whole year and was seeing doctors and couldn't figure out. But yeah, then I finally was like, well, I need to get my implants out. Like, I don't know if this is the thing. And I did, and oh my god, I felt so much better, and I just really like came back to myself. And it's crazy because I didn't even know implants could make you sick.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing, especially I got mine done when I was like 19, so.
What would you say to someone now who's like maybe a bit younger? Because I remember you saying the age you were and the kind of environment and headspace you were in when you got them. Like, what would you say to someone if they were in that position and considering getting breast implants?
See, it's hard because like I am someone who dyes my hair, who wears makeup. Like I do like, you know, doing certain things to my appearance. So it's like I completely get wanting to change your appearance to look a certain way or feel a certain way. Like, I get it. I just think the extent of getting a foreign object inside your body that then stays inside your body is just such a extreme measure, because any time that we like don't like something about ourselves, we don't accept ourselves, and there's work that could possibly be done there. So it's like I would just be like looking into more of a, why do I feel the need to get this done? Like, is there something deeper here than just wanting to have bigger perky boobs? Or like, you know, what's the actual thing? Is it because all my friends have it done? Is it because I'm getting pressure from my partner, or I don't find myself sexy, or, you know, those sorts of things? And then like ask why again, and then why, and kind of get to a deeper level, just because it is an extreme thing that can actually really fuck up your life. So I would just be thinking a lot about it, because also I know that you can get them in and you can be fine or whatnot, but if you just like think about it logically of getting a foreign object in your body, it's like when you get a splinter and you like can't get it out, your body will eventually push it out because your body's like, I don't want this in here. Your body's very smart. So if you think about, you have these implants inside, your body is actually going to be fighting to get them out, and that energy that your body is going to be giving to like getting these things out, because they're never going to come out, they're stuck in there, it could be giving to your energy, to your skin, to, you know, like so many other things in your body. So especially if you are prone to like autoimmune diseases, like I just wouldn't fuck with implants, because I guarantee you'll get sick. It's just a response that your body naturally has. And I think in this day and age, like as women, we're a little bit more stressed. We take more projects on. We absolutely are in that like fight or flight rather than just rest and relax. I just think have a really good think about it, because I guarantee you the reason why you want to get it done is like a very surface level thing, and if you go deeper you could work on that rather than just going to a surgeon, if that makes sense. Anything to add?
No, I honestly can't from experience, and I feel like you, even though it's so long ago, you're like talking to younger Georgie as well. Like you know what it was like. So
I would give her a stern talking to.
Yeah. One more thing before we wrap up for the month.
Whip these out.
Oh my god, I almost dropped them.
Are you okay?
Yeah. What did you launch?
Guys, we launched connection cards in RNC. This has been such a long time coming and something I'm so proud of, because it's changed my life, and I do not mean to be dramatic at all. I'm actually not being dramatic.
You're actually not.
I'm actually not. So we had this idea of doing like, you know, conversation cards, deeper connections, because we realized how much of the RNC community wanted to go deeper with their friends and family, especially after doing the project and like having this new consciousness. And so we wanted to give them a tool of like, we'll get these questions out, and it's like, because it's in a box and the cards, it kind of feels like a game. So instead of like sitting in front of your partner and being like, what's your deepest, darkest secret? And he's like, this is weird. You're like, let's play a game.
Yeah.
It's just a vibe.
Yeah.
And so it's called the magic of discovering yourself, because these are cards that you can use in your journal or with someone else. There is 35 cards. They are super cute.
So beautiful.
We've gone for a beautiful lilac, cream, dark purple. And yeah, there's just like deep questions on there. And it's so crazy because me and Tim have been doing these since the start of the year when we like created the questions. And we like will constantly redo them during date night. And sometimes like it's just, we'll do the same question but new things will come out. It's really amazing to get vulnerable with the people you love. I did it with my parents too the other night.
Oh, did you?
And it was, we got into some interesting conversations. It was really cool.
I do it with my mum, I think. Yeah.
I think your mum would like it.
Maybe I should get her some.
Should we pull one?
Okay. Close your eyes. I was drawn to this one. Oh,
good one?
Beautiful. I don't know if you'll be able to see. It says, what legacy do you want to leave behind?
I guess like something, as you like you guys probably know, that is just like so on my heart, is empowering other women to go after what they want, believe in themselves to go after what they want, and to challenge the idea of what they think they, you know, should have or they should want. That's just like been such a huge like core thing that has like constantly come up in both my businesses, and I really feel like I'm like put on this earth to help other women step into their power, be their best selves. And so I feel like that's something I'm going to like constantly be working on in all different avenues of my life and work. And I feel like that's probably going to be the thing that I'm like known for. Yeah, I think that's my legacy.
Yeah.
What about you?
Little Lives is so lucky. She's a little lady. She's going to be surrounded by that. I love that. Mine is like similar words, which makes sense considering we work together. Because
we are the same human.
Like I wouldn't work for businesses that don't align with me, so it makes sense. But mine is kind of like my mission statement that I came up with like a few years ago, is empowering other people to live a life that is truly theirs. So it's more of the angle of inspiring people and showing people by example that you can create the life that you want because it's on your heart, not because it's what someone else tells you or you know, the mainstream. It's like going against the grain and just literally following your passions.
I love that.
That's what I'm very passionate about. So I hope that then becomes my legacy.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, cute.
Love that. Well, I think that's it. We always go way over turn.
Yeah, it's half an hour already.
Guys, thank you so much for watching.
You were going to say listening.
I was going to say listening. Thank you so much for listening. If you do have any questions or anything like...
You said listening again.
If you have any questions, put them below because we're going to answer them in the next year's journal.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
See you next month.